So for the next 30 or 40 minutes, we'll be talking about tourist attractions and cities in California. Okay, so first, California cities. Before we start, I want to ask if anyone here has gone to California. You can raise your hand or unmute or put it in the chat. Uh, Jessica, where did you go to California? If you would like to tell me.
Uh, I don't really know the city's name.
Do you know the state?
Uh, I
Jayden,
don't
you
have.
just said California.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
Can you
okay.
describe where you? Yeah. Can you describe where you were at? Maybe that might help.
Was there anything
What
you
did?
particularly liked or disliked about that place?
Mm,
No? Okay. Does anyone else want to share? Looks not. Okay, I'll continue. So the first city we'll be introducing is Los Angeles. So Los Angeles is a really big Southern California city and is known as the capital of the American film and television industry. And that's because there's like Hollywood and a lot of studios. Have you ever heard of Paramount Pictures, Universal Studios, or Warner Brothers? They're the studios that you always see in the beginning of a movie. Also, speaking of Hollywood, does anyone here watch TV? Does anyone want to share like what they like to watch? Like shows, type of shows, movies, or whatever. BBC. Oh, the news
Mm,
channel.
British, yes. British Broadcasting, yes.
Channel.
That's what it stands for.
Yes.
Oh, okay. New fact learned today: BBC is British.
Yes. They have the Great British Bake Off, news and whatever.
Okay. In addition to all the famous studios that offer tours, there's also like the handprints and footprints of famous celebrities, like actors and stuff, on Hollywood Boulevard. Have any of you been there? Okay. Well, I haven't either, but seems like a nice place to go. So these are some pictures of places in Los Angeles. So there's a bird's eye view, uh, one of the theaters or stages or something here. And then there's the uh, stars of famous actors, and then the Hollywood sign, which
mm,
is pretty iconic.
I think that might be the Griffin Observatory that you were cursing. Yeah, you were. Yeah, I think that's the Griffin Observatory where you can see stars and giant telescopes. Giant museum about space. It's pretty nice, and it's very close to the Hollywood sign where you can see it very far in the distance.
Mm.
I think they are one of the NBA team there.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
like
Lakers,
Lakers.
I think. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, the Lakers.
Do any of you like watching basketball?
I like it because I think it was pretty cool and excited.
Yeah. Okay. Next is San Francisco. So San Francisco is located on the coast of Northern California. And then it's basically a huge center with a lot of financial, commercial, and cultural stuff going on. It's the fourth most populous city in California, so it has the fourth most people living in it. And then with 800,000, wait, 881,549 residents as of 2019. So major landmarks in the city include the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz Island, and the San Francisco Museum of Art. Have any of you ever been to the Golden Gate Bridge or heard of it?
I've been there.
What was your impression of it?
It was definitely massive. Mom, get out. Yeah, it was definitely massive. I think I did see like the little arches, which was pretty cool.
I I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that it was built to like sway along the wind too, which is
Oh,
pretty
sway
cool.
on them. Oh, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
so that it doesn't collapse.
Yeah.
Wait, so it was built to sway on the winds so
'Cause
that
like
it doesn't collapse, or what?
so that it doesn't collapse. 'Cause like when
Because
the
you know what?
wind blows against it, like if it's really rigid, there's like a chance of erosion or something. Or like
Yeah, it
just the
really
cables
Oh.
breaking.
makes it so like
Okay, so it kind of like if it goes with the flow,
it goes
then
with flow. Yeah,
Yeah.
it will
it
stick.
negates
You know,
the.
it'll remain there, you
But
know?
imagine driving or walking on a bridge that's like slanted sideways.
I think it's just built so then if it does get it just does have any wind, it negates any of the properties of it, so it just stays like how stabilizes itself against the wind.
Oh, okay.
I think it means that. I think another like famous place in like San Francisco is Silicon Valley, which is well like you said a large part of the why it's called the major cultural and commercial and financial center. Where all the big tech companies are at San Francisco and such.
Also, speaking of museums, have any of you ever been to a museum? You can raise your hand or whatever. Anyone? Do you mind sharing what type of museum you went to? Like, was it cultural, art, science, historical, or something else? Lydia.
Maybe for the art and the music because it has some of the music instrument in it too.
Then what was your favorite thing that was displayed at the museum?
I think it's for the animals part because there are lots of big creatures like the elephants from the ancient styles. I think it's kind of cool for me.
That is pretty cool. Do you remember what type of animal it was? Or liked the most? Okay, then moving on. So this is the Golden Gate Bridge at night, and this is the museum. What was it called? San Francisco Museum of Art. And then the rest are just, oh, this is Alcatraz Island, and the other three are just general places in San Francisco. This street does look
Wasn't
pretty nice, though.
yeah wasn't the show Full House filmed in San Francisco or it was located in there?
No clue.
Full House?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
The
the Full
setting
House,
was in San
well, the
Francisco.
Full
Yeah,
House, the house itself is in San
it's,
Francisco.
yeah, the setting of it because you can. I recognize those houses and how like it's in front of like a very large park and how that's part of the title sequence,
Mhm.
Hmm.
which is very iconic.
Okay, the third city, Las Vegas. So Las Vegas is a really popular city in Nevada, even though it's located in the middle of a desert. Pretty surprising. So it was founded in 1905, and it's a very glitzy city, which means that like its beauty is only like superficial, so only on the surface. And then it's a resort city, mostly known for its casinos, shopping, dining, entertainment, and nightlife. So things you do at night, like entertainment or whatever. So, have any of you ever been to a casino?
Or have any guys ever been to, Las Vegas? Does it seem like it?
Okay, so these are some images. So this is the residential area, so where people live in Las Vegas. And then these are of the same water show, except one at in day, one at night. Bellagio, I'm pretty sure it was called. Uh, these two, I don't remember. But a lot of people. And then Sacramento. So, Sacramento, you might know that it's the capital of California, and it lies at the convergence of the Sacramento and American rivers, so where the Sacramento and American rivers cross. The district of Old Sacramento, which is part of Sacramento, has wooden sidewalks and wagon rides. There are a lot of museums in the city, such as the California State Railroad Museum, which portrays the construction of the Transcontinental Railroad, one of America's earliest technological feats. Do any of you know what transcontinental means? Oh, anyways, it means that something that crosses a continent, so like goes through the entirety of America.
East to west.
Yeah. And what the Transcontinental Railroad means is that it's a railroad that crosses the entire America. So you can get on the train at one end of America, at least you used to. So you could get on the train in like New York or whatever, wherever it starts, and end up in California.
Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently it starts at Council Bluffs, Iowa, and ends at the Pacific Coast at the Oakland Long Wharf on San Francisco Bay.
So you can get on in Iowa and go all the way to California.
Yep. Maybe technically not transcontinental, but we don't talk about that.
Airplanes are
Yeah,
still
it was the.
faster though.
I know, but like in the
That's true.
olden
That's
days,
true.
Just for
it was it
cargo.
was
Like
yeah.
a
In the
lot
olden
of
days, it was
cargo.
much more. It was much more safer and faster to to go on the railroad than having to go on the Oregon Trail like it was, in the past. Trying to cross the whole state on like a wagon, from Iowa to California, which is a very treacherous and long journey.
So this building at the top is the Capitol, where like California has all of its political meetings and whatnot, and then the rest are just scenery, I guess. This is the Sacramento River right here. So lastly, we have Palm Springs. So it's located in the middle of another desert called the Sonoran Desert and was founded in 1938. It's known as the golf capital of the world, but the first sport, like major sport in it, was tennis, which is shown by the Palm Springs Racquet Club and Tennis Club. In addition to golf and tennis, it is also known for hot springs, hotels, and spas. Who here plays a sport? You can raise your hands. Anyone? Any sport?
I like to play badminton very much.
Oh, you play badminton too. Okay. Badminton's fun. I like it a lot. So, okay. And then these are some pictures of Palm Springs. So this is what you see when you drive in to one of the entrances. A villa in Palm Springs. Very colorful. And then, yeah. Any questions? Anyone? Looks not. Okay, I'll pass it on to Kamau.
Hi. Um, I'm just getting it shared. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep, I can see it.
Okay. Wait, am I on mute? Okay, no, I'm not. So I'm gonna do California tourist attractions. So first, there's like Universal Studios. So it's like an amusement park